around you and to study what the video you post on, the image you watched, how long you watched it, what you liked. By the time it sums all this, it is AI working power. And this AI is studying and knowing you, I guess, better than you know yourself. Because truly you can say, I like this or I like that. But the truth is, if I take a look at the history of your actions, it will give me a truer picture of who you are than what you say you are. Because we are sum total of our habits. Our actions come from our habits. So your actions and habits of scrolling, what you would tend to pause on, what you would tend to watch more of, is all being recorded in a big database. And that database, based on what you have done in the past, will feed you more of the same thing. It's like a drug. It has hit the dopamine part. I mean, the dopamine part hormone has been released in your body, and the circuit to pleasure has become shorter. And because it is shorter, addiction has happened. And so you will seek that addiction again. I mean, it's like understanding your psychology. The thing that you like, I give you back again. And then I give you again. And I give you again. And I give you again. You will continue to seek it. You have become addicted. Now, those people who are addicts to drugs, when you remove the drugs from them, there's something called withdrawal. What is something withdrawal? What is it called?
Withdrawal symptom.
Thank you. Withdrawal symptoms. The same thing happens with social media. These are studies. Go check it out on YouTube. There's if I keep talking, I'll remember the name of the documentary that you can look for. It's on YouTube. And this documentary highlights how it's called social something. If I remember it, I'll share it. If I find it. And it shows everything is being documented. Where you post, how long you post, what you clicked on, everything is feeding into the algorithm. And so it knows you better than you know yourself. Now you may say that is a good thing, but let me speak to the bad side of it. The bad side of it is that, so if somebody has been radicalized, like he's learning that he should blow up people, he should rape ladies, he's listening to those kind of things. The social media algorithm doesn't know any better. What he knows is that this is the kind of things you like, and so therefore show you more of it. That's the downside of it. And so we all are not listening to the same things on YouTube and Facebook, and we're listening to the things as per our habits. As a matter of fact, my TikTok, because I knew TikTok was like that, when I signed up for TikTok, anything that looked like, if it was anything that remotely looked like a skit, I didn't wait. I moved. Anything that looked like a documentary or a training on, so because I love neuroscience, I love AI, I love anything that was around that, I paused. Now, if you see my TikTok, this is full of those kind of things, because that's what I am served. My wife always asks me, where did you get all these videos? I said, no, I trained the AI too, because I knew that's how the AI worked. So I didn't, it's not everything that the AI served me that I watched. Immediately I moved because I know they are tracking where I stayed, what I watched, what I didn't watch. Because I wanted that anytime I opened TikTok, it would be lessons. I'll be gaining than just wasting my time, which was the issue I had with Instagram. And that's how my TikTok is right now. Almost every slide is something, so every video is something wonderful. Anyway, that was a detour, but just to give you the impact of social media. So the average person spends about 2 to 3 hours daily on social media. Maybe those of you who are even listening to this training that we are giving are there and have done what? Gone to your Facebook, check your WhatsApp, looked at the status. While you're listening to me, you are still checking. You briefly checked Instagram, check this, check that. All that is counting. People on a normal between 2 to 3 hours live on Instagram. Now, sorry, live on social media. Now, if I have, and the other day I explained to you that your life is equal to your time. So if I can get sufficient amount of your time and your attention, then I can turn a fraction of that to put my products in front of you. Abby? Now, when people wake up in the morning and they go to social media, what do they go to social media for? Can I get suggestions? Because this is going to be a lesson you're going to learn. Marketers always make this mistake. Yeah?
To check for updates.
Updates from?
And maybe there is a new trending things online.
Okay. What else?
Yes. And then
what else?
a business owner will check if he or she has a message from his or her client. Anytime.
Okay.
That's another thing.
That is a business owner that knows book, that's already social compliant. But the regular user, what does he go to social media for?
The regular user will just wake up in the morning and see what is like, check updates. Just like the day this musician guy died now, this mobile guy. Throughout that day, I was not with my phone. So the next morning when I woke up, by the time I opened my phone to go on Instagram, that was the first thing I saw.
Okay.
So just like people go to social media to check for information and updates.
Any other takers? Somebody said updates.
Yes, sir. I think people go to social basically. They go there for entertainment.
They go there for what?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. What? Okay, entertainment. Yes.
Some
They go to
people
be
go
entertained.
for
Yes.
motivation.
For
Just
what?
like maybe motivational speakers or
Motivation.
inspiration. Yeah,
Okay.
some people listen to podcasts in the morning, like early in the morning, immediately they wake up. And some people used to
Okay.
upload like snippet of whatever the pronunciation of the podcasts on Instagram and Facebook and all of that. So they check it.
Okay. So some people go there for motivation, some people go for entertainment, some people go for updates. What else?
Some people go to social media to learn.
To learn. Okay, tell me. So there has been a day that you open Facebook with your mindset that I'm going to Facebook because I want to learn. I'm opening Instagram because I want to learn. Is that correct? Has it happened to you before?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it has, but it's rare. It's rare.
That's what I thought. It's rare. I can't remember, except the only platform that I've tried to train now. So I told you I opened a new TikTok because of that. I tried to train it on that. My old Instagram account, I closed it, opened a new one, and I trained it on something else. Because I knew Instagram is trying to copy TikTok. So I trained it on something else too. So I don't have skits and things that show up on my Instagram, no. Because I train it that way. But on a normal, people don't go to social medias for training. Except it's LinkedIn. Even LinkedIn said we're not going there for training. We're going for connection. That's what social media is about. It's about connections. It's about connecting with people.
Wow, no wonder, sir. All these small medium enterprises training. I think that's what
Yes.
I always for most times, and most times they always, that was why I saw this training as well. So most times I come on Instagram, I always have access to all those things flying on my Instagram page.
Yeah, maybe because you've been watching those kind of things. So Instagram takes it that, okay, these are the things that you like. So it will curate and start showing you those kind of things. We are all not seeing the same thing. We are seeing based on our scrolling habits. Anyway, what I wanted to establish is that social media is primarily a connection place. People go to check on their old schoolmates. People go to, connect with their grandchildren, see people afar off, chat with people, just do all kinds of things, right? But the primary word is connection. People go to social media not to be serious. They go to social media to relax, to have fun, to, unlock. That is the real reason people go, to make connections, to laugh, to relax, to be entertained. And so any business that's trying to be too serious on social media, I don't know how well you do. And that's why even people are starting to do what is called edutainment. You know what edutainment is?
No, sir.
They mix education with entertainment. So you have to find a way to be entertaining while you are marketing your business. That is the only way that you can begin to hold an audience on social media with what you do. It might be the personality of a person, even though it's a serious thing you are doing. Maybe it's a doctor, but he has an angle and the way he does things on social media. Maybe he's funny, but there's just something about his personality that holds people. Who was Lasisi? But just because of his fun ways and everything and his weird sense of humor, he just blew up on social media. Who knew him? Nobody. Just his filter and, the words that he was saying. So have that mindset as you approach social media, whether you're doing it for a business or for yourself, that it's not that serious. While it is serious, you need to find a way to grab the attention of people. And the attention of people many times look at the character of the social network you are on. If it's LinkedIn, of course, they've come for information, they've come for statistics, they've come for, announcements. I mean, it's a serious network. But even that, they are the fun things that are there. I live on LinkedIn. There are other networks. Instagram has its own character. TikTok is own. Snapchat is own. So you can't carry the same mind from one network and apply it to all of them. You create one video and just post to all of them and believe all of them will work like that. It does not work that way. All of them have their own nuances and character. I'm not going. Okay, so yeah, they all have their own nuances and character. All right. So who can tell me the fastest growing social media platform?
TikTok.
Okay, because I said it, have you?
No,
I said it
no,
earlier.
no, sir. The
We told
reason
us
is that
already.
even if you are new on TikTok and you upload videos, when you use the right hashtag, your video will have engagement.
You know the truth
Compared
about
to
the TikTok is
compared
TikTok.
to Instagram and
I don't think
Facebook.
sorry,
Mariam,
if
go
I
ahead.
may ask, does hashtag really work on TikTok? I don't think
No,
hashtags work.
Yes, it
state-
works
works
on
on
TikTok.
TikTok.
It works.
No, state what you were saying before.
Me?
Is it me or Mariam?
Mariam.
Okay.
Okay, what I was saying is I don't think Like on TikTok, even if you have a very unreasonable video, it makes sense, it doesn't make sense, it is still going to blow up. So I
Well,
would
I
not say
disagree to that
TikTok.
one.
I actually know someone that she doesn't post something reasonable and she has a lot of followers, engagement, and likes, and she didn't buy them.
The
So it
reasonable
is
is
not
the reasonable is not
like
to you, is to her
Our
followers.
followers, exactly.
It's reasonable
Exactly.
to our
Reasonable is
followers.
relative.
It's not
Very
reasonable to you.
maybe
Yes.
that's why I shall. Because
The
to
reason
me,
why
I
may I
find
said
it
so. The reason why I said so on my business account on Instagram, I have 72 followers. On my TikTok, I have those 50 followers. And if I post videos like same content videos, same market videos on each of the platform, I will have like 500 views on TikTok and about 10 likes or so on TikTok compared to Instagram.
damn you. Do you know that there's difference between having views and having engagements?
See, sometimes somebody already said to me before because of my hashtag, the hashtag I use on TikTok to purchase a good some items from me.
Okay.
Okay,
So
sure.
let's address let's come, how do I say it? Let's find a divide between the two of you, right? While I agree that hashtags are not entirely the main thing in TikTok and
Yes,
Instagram as well, the game has changed. The algorithms have changed. Now, TikTok and Instagram are leaning towards SEO. So now your hashtags are being looked at. You should view your hashtags as keywords. You know how you view keywords in SEO? That's how to view hashtags now in TikTok and Instagram.
yes, sir. Yeah, right,
So
sir.
if you pack hashtags, you're going to be in problem. That game has changed. That was before. Right now, your hashtag should be between 3 and 5. What are you trying? You are trying to tell the algorithm machine, this is what this video is about. Now, the clearer the algorithm machine is on what your video is about, the more of those kind of people will it send as traffic. If the algorithm is confused, it may not send. Are you hearing me? If you need
Yes,
videos
sir.
on this, I can send you videos on this. If the algorithm is confused, you have issues. And so in your hashtag, this thing, I said, approach it now like the way you approach keywords. You have your main keywords and then the sub keywords around what you are doing.
Okay, sir.
That's going to give TikTok especially a good idea of what you are about and what this video is about, and therefore serve you those kind of audiences. But if you don't do that, well, too bad. You are still stuck in the past. The algorithms are changing. The flip side of it is that people have habits of the way people search on Google for something. When it comes to social media, some people search using hashtags. So that's coming to Abosede's point. And so obviously the person that found her through her hashtag was searching via hashtags and came across her product. It made sense, and the person reached out to her. So there's a mix, right? But the right mindset
Yes,
is
sir.
important, because before what people did is that they created video and then they stuffed the description with hashtags, maybe like 30 hashtags. If you do that now, you're just wasting your time. 3 to 5 super niched hashtags that are in your space under your main category. All right.
Okay,
Is this
sir.
making sense?
Yes, it is, sir.
Beautiful. If you want me to send you videos, I can send you videos. algorithm
Please
videos
do, sir.
so that you
Please
understand.
read it, sir.
All right. Okay.
Thank you,
Maybe
sir.
before today's is out, I will drop the what do you call it? The links. They're TikTok
Thank you,
videos
sir.
speaking to the algorithm of the TikTok algorithm. Okay, how often should businesses post on social media? Any takers?
How
Say
often?
Yeah, should businesses post on?
say 3 to
Is
5
it
times
per
a
day
week.
or per week?
What's the
It's the
question?
question I'm asking. How
You
often
said
should
3 to 5
businesses post on
like
social
times
media?
a week.
Like
Every
5
day.
or 6 times a week. Eh?
3 times
No,
a
you
week.
have to be.
But I think
No,
Dami told me that
consistent. So it has to be every day. If you want to be posting, it has to be every day. So
that
that
was what Dami told me.
it has to be at least minimum of, depending if it is Instagram, I post on my Instagram 3 times in a day. But if it is my WhatsApp, I do
Oshé.
post
But
4 to 6 times in a day.
Okay, okay. So I will not answer that question. I'm going to rather give you more information for you to decide
Okay, sir.
what the answer should be. Now, I asked you guys before, and I'm going to ask you again. Have you ever seen a post that was done by YouTube? YouTube itself,
No,
a
no,
channel
no.
called
No,
YouTube.
sir. No, sir.
It's
Have you seen a post that was done by TikTok?
subscribers. No,
Have you seen
No.
a post that was done by Instagram itself?
no.
No.
So they've created a platform and they need people like you
us.
and I to create content. Who would they favor more? The guy who creates 1 or 2 content a week, or the guy who is always giving them extra content to serve to new people? So as they have a lot of traffic coming, there's always new content to serve to people. Who do you think the network or the algorithm will favor?
The one
one
that
with
has,
more
I feel
content.
like,
post consistently, obviously.
The person who posts consistently and more frequently.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
reason being that you are in alignment with the
Because
platform they have built. You are serving their customers. Do you understand? You are their customer. You are their, how do they say it? It's people like you they are looking for. Because the more videos you put up, the more content they have to serve to the different segments of buyer personas that are viewing their, But if they look at the flip side, if people come to a social network and it's boring and it doesn't catch their, fancy, they come once, twice, thrice. After a while, they'll leave. What make the millennials start leaving Facebook and the Gen X?
because it's boring.
Because the
Well, the
algorithm is
first
not
thing is no, it's not. It's getting interesting now, but there was a time that it was just boring. I know there was a time when I stayed off of Facebook for almost, I don't know, maybe 3 years. It just wasn't the thing for me anymore. Another reason was that our parents got on it. And when our parents got on it, we're like, hell no. We're not going to be on the same social network. For you to be seeing my you were like, hell no. We're going to another one.
Yeah.
No. And that other one was Instagram. At that time, it was called Bobon. And then he changed his name to Instagram. And then, of course, since Instagram, there has been many other ones. Right? So
Yes,
they can't afford you to leave. Because the more people they have, like Facebook has 2.8 billion, then they will attract the advertisers who will bring their money to say, we want to advertise to your people. And that is how they make money. So they need you. As long as you're creative and bringing millions of views into their network, guess what? More people will be coming and more people That will attract the advertisers and more money for them. That's why TikTok, get how you do your videos. TikTok will send you money. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, I think.
Just hearing
Right.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
TikTok will pay you money, $300, I think it is,
Wow,
for
Yes.
some of the content that you create.
Let's go and sit down on TikTok. Oh.
Yes. Don't worry, I'll send you the links. No, in fact, let me
Send
stop
us,
promising. Go and do the research.
So you've even sent it on WhatsApp.
I've sent it before.
Yes.
Yes, sir, you
Okay.
sent it.
Okay. So I didn't answer the question, but you draw your own conclusions. That how many times should you be posting? Even if you can't post, go and get a young millennial. Oh, sorry, young Gen Z. You understand? And give them the responsibility. Of course, give
I'm
them.
here in case anybody needs.
Not
You know,
straight. I'm a post, so
you know,
we will post.
that is one. Teach them how to do content marketing calendar for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Sit with them and teach them the keywords, what you're working around. Teach them, you know, how they are going to interchange it. Some are going to be, you know, entertainment. Some are going to be promotional. Some are going to be educational. You know, you're just going to mix it up so that your page is not boring. So that people, when they come to your page, everybody's not coming to your page to buy. So once they scroll and they meet your listing, it should give them value. They should be happy. You should create the perception of happiness when they see your brand. And the more they like and know and trust you, the more the likelihood they will buy from you. How to measure the success of your social media strategy. The key metrics that you should be looking at are engagement rates, not likes. Well, it depends on what your goals are. Sometimes people go for likes first, then, you know, engagements, and, you know, so it depends on what your metrics is like. So you should be thinking of engagements, click-through rates, conversion rates, offer, like some of these conversion rates I've said, offer valuable insights into your strategy's effectiveness. What I mean is that if you did an ad or you posted something and you found out nobody really related with it, you look at your analytics, you're like, this thing didn't do well. You know, maybe I should change, you know, and then you change the image or you change the ad or you change something and you see that more people clicked on it. Of course, that's how you judge the effectiveness of your campaigns, right? Now, each platform has its own, you know, metric nomenclature that it uses, but ideally, to make fact-based, data-driven decisions, always look at your dashboard, look at your analytics, then let that inform you as to what to do. Making sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, question: if I get traffic, where should I direct the traffic? If I get traffic, where should I direct the traffic?
Landing page.
Okay, that's a good one. So it can be your landing pages, your official website,
Or
your blog
personal
post,
WhatsApp.
or your WhatsApp,
Yes, sir.
or anything that has a URL. But like I advise you, sometimes it's better to put a bridge that creates the pre-framing. You remember what I said about pre-framing before they land on the main page? Sometimes how
Lead
you
magnet.
pre-frame, no, not lead magnet, how you introduce an offer makes a whole difference. If you remember that I said one time that if somebody is coming up on stage and I say this guy is the craziest billionaire investor. I mean, if this guy has taught so many people to become billionaires themselves, this guy just needs to spend 15 minutes with you or 20 minutes. Your mind will change, your everything will change. You don't know the guy from anywhere, but the moment he steps on the stage, there's a reception you give him. There's a way your mind will open up. There's a way your hand will go for your biro and your notepad. Some people will bring out their phone to record. Some will bring out, why? Because they want to catch every moment of it. Just because of the preframing I did. That also works in marketing. Your preframing matters a whole lot. How you frame the product before you get to the main product matters. The art of incepting the sale before the sale. The same way, if you turn it around and say, this guy is coming to speak to us ladies. But guess what? He just released from prison. He has been there 5 years. He was taken there because he was a rapist. He's a serial rapist. What's going to happen when we bring him in front of the stage, in front of the ladies?
Everybody will be careful.
Everybody will be careful. Some will remember that we're checking their bag if they have their pepper spray. They'll just be checking the door if the door is open. Everybody will just be getting ready. Why? Now, I may be lying on the guy, but just because I told you that, the pre-framing I did before he got to the person makes you approach the person in a certain way. So what you say before you finally sell the product matters. How you position it, the imagery, the verbiage, it all matters. The packaging before asking for the sale matters. It can determine whether somebody turns down your product or buys the product. And so that's the work sometimes your landing page does before asking for the sale. So those people who don't believe in landing pages, who just do the ad and send it straight to my WhatsApp. We found out many of the expatriates, millionaires, they found out that it is better. They found out that it's better that you do the ad and then take them to the landing page, build credibility. Remember our copywriting. Build credibility, build desire, hit them with information, grab their attention, call them to action. AIDA.
Yes,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We do, sir.
Right. So you do all that with the landing page before you send them. By that time, they are more primed to take action. It was said that sometimes impulse sales can be sold easily on social media. But when the product is more expensive and high premium, many times you have to send them from social media to a webinar that may have them engage for 90 minutes or so before they buy a highly priced thing. So before you have them spending 200,000, 500,000 on something, many times you can't do that straight from social media. You have to take them into maybe on a webinar or a Zoom call or something and spend somewhere between 30 and 90 minutes. The time actually, according to the stats, is 90 minutes on a webinar. And they convert to the highest. They may not have listened to everything that you said, but somehow it converts the highest for premium products. I don't know how I got there. Anyway, so how should I grow my followers on social media?
Organically.
There are two ways to grow. Yes?
Yes.
One is
Paid and
organically.
organic.
Correct. You can either use money. If we are using paid, can somebody give me an idea of what you are going to do to attract? I mean, you are going to do a paid ads for them to, follow your page. What will you use?
Educational content to create awareness.
I might use educational content. That's good. What else? I might give away something very, very valuable.
Yes, sir. Maybe discounts.
Well, not just discount. I might even give away something that might come. Yes, it might be a webinar, it might be a training, it might be a report, it might be something that it might be something that
that is of value.
Yes, that my competition may be selling, but I'm willing to give it away for free. What am I doing? It is the cost of acquiring new customers. Is the cost of acquiring new customers. Guys, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, sir. Joseph, mute your mic.
Your mic.
Hey, sorry about that, people. Sorry.
No, you can actually continue now. Otis is not around.
Hey, let's do press and worship.
Guys, just give me a minute. Let me mute. Give me a minute. Hey, my people. Are we together? Hello.
Hi.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So I have one more.
Hi.
I have one more question. Should I have an account on all social networks?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, my
Yes,
answer is focus your efforts on platforms where your target
That
audience is
youth,
most
that youth.
active.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Where your target is most active. If your target is corporate people, then I don't know if you would like to be hanging out in a place that is, we know what Alex Omozi did, but I don't know if you have the money to do that and the attention and the time. So it's best to maximize your profits by focusing on the highest yielding when you start. So quality engagement on a few platforms yields better results than spreading resources thin across multiple networks. So research your audience preferences to make informed decisions, okay? Okay. Which is cheaper?
Yes, sir.
Google ads or Facebook ads?
Facebook
Google
ads.
ads.
Which one should I believe?
Ads.
Google
Huh?
Ads is cheaper.
Google
Google
Ads.
Ads is cheaper.
Okay.
Facebook ads is cheaper.
Okay. Who can give reasons? But everybody is taking their own claim. Any particular reason?
That
Okay.
it's only when they click your ad that a payment is being deducted. I think that's one thing about Google.
Okay. Any takers? Any other takers?
For Facebook ads, I actually don't know how to use Google ads, but I've heard someone lamenting about how Google ads doesn't convert. So I feel like putting your resources on Google ads and it's not going to convert is a waste of resources. And to me, whatever is bringing in resources and bringing out return on investment is very, very, very okay. And Facebook ads is cheaper than you can even run the ads based on the amount you want. For example, if you have 3,000 naira and you want your ads to go for 7 days, if you know how to run the ads properly, you can always work with your budget. I don't know if Google Ads works with budget too.
Yeah, yeah. Google Ads work with budget as well. Just that, yes, I agree with you. Facebook is cheaper than Google Ads. Although um, I agree with the conclusions. I do not agree with the process through which the person made the conclusion, but I agree with the conclusions because with Google Ads, you are more about the intent of the searcher. So you can meet the person when he's ready to buy or about to buy, because we're using searcher intent from awareness to consideration to buying, right? By the way, Google Ads to when we get to Facebook tomorrow, sorry, yeah, when we get to Facebook next week, you'll find out the new Facebook ads, this thing is also arranged along the buyer journey from awareness to buying. And that's how they've set up the goals. But when we get there, right? So Google ads are more intent based. Facebook ads can target you before at all stages of the journey. Yes, Google ads can do it too. But concerning the volume of people on Facebook, I mean, we have a lot of searches on Google. That's nothing but the truth. But right now, I think the cheapest is Facebook if you know what you're doing. If you really know what you're doing, but some people still swear by Google Ads because that's what has worked for them, you know. But in terms of cost, yeah, Facebook has it. But it's whatever works for you because whatever it takes to acquire a client. So the way we say it in digital marketing is, if I gave you $50 and for every $50, I showed you a machine that when you put in that $50, it will give you $100 back. The question will be, how many times will you put the $50 inside that machine? Any takers? If I gave you $50 and you had a machine, that every time you put that $50 inside, it brings out $100. How many times will you put $50?
Anytime you give me $50.
Yes. Answers, guys. You guys are smart. If I gave you $50 and there was a machine that you can put in that $50 to bring out $100. How many times would you put in the $50?
Well, for me, I think
So
I'll
I feel
put the
like it's two
$50.
times.
Okay, someone is speaking. Go, please.
Many
I
times
saw.
I don't know. Is it me that is breaking or is her?
It's her. She's the one breaking up.
More than 10 times. It's going to reach.
Ugochi, I'm not really hearing you. So can you write it?
Can you hear me?
Maybe. Now I just heard that. Yes.
No?
I can hear you. So say what you were saying.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sir, can you hear me?
Oh wow. I can hear you.
Can anyone hear me?
Oh wow.
Your
That's
network
become a new
is
one.
not really okay. Our
Okay.
network is okay.
Okay, Pere.
Okay, yeah, I was saying, if you give me $50 and each time I put it, it gives me $100, I will put the $50 as soon as I get. It's like reinvesting. As soon as I get that $50, I'm gonna put it back in again.
Every single time, right?
Yes, every single time.
You won't say, "Oh no."
Okay.
Why are
Yes.
you giving me?
Okay, go on, sir. Sorry.
You won't say, why are you giving me $50? Why don't you give me $20?
No, because if I am getting returns, then I can work with But if I get $50, if I put $50, I'm gonna get maybe 120 or 150, then I can decide to reduce my budget a little because I need so that I can plow cash into something else and also I'm putting $30 now and I'm getting close to $100. It's still a win, I believe.
Right. So I asked that question to set up a transfer of mindset. So sometimes people will be stingy in spending what it takes to acquire a new customer. Cost of customer acquisition. What does it take to get a new client? Depending on what your product is. Your product may be houses. Your product may be cars. How much are you willing to spend to get a new client? Some people in real estate, if it's a short client, they are willing to pay somebody 50, 100K just to be introduced to that person, just to have an opportunity to be able to market their products. Because there's a likelihood that that person will buy their house or buy their land or buy something. Does that make sense? What he paid to acquire that customer was 50 or 100 or 200,000, depending on how he viewed the customer. But if you ask that same man who paid 50 or 100 or 200,000 to spend that same amount in ads, he'll start complaining. It's not too much. Can we spend 5,000 or 10,000? This 20,000 naira we give you. We haven't seen any return on investments. Are you guys getting the picture I'm painting? That you need to figure out in whatever market you are, and different markets are different. You need to figure out the costs of acquiring a customer. What is the average cost of acquiring that customer? That will determine how much you'll be ready to spend in ads to get the customer, to get more customers. When you first get that, and that is your normal, you can now start optimizing to bring the price lower while you are still getting return on investment at the same rate. I wish I was in class so that I would write things on the board so you get it. But it's a classic lesson that many business owners and marketers fail. So they fail to understand how much it takes to acquire a client. And so when it comes to allocating budgets, if they find a source where they can get good clients, they're not ready to invest because they say, oh, it's too expensive or whatever. As long as I know that there's this machine that if I put in $50, $100 will come out. There's no need for me to be asking, why is it not $10 I'm spending? As long as I know I'm getting my ROI back at a steady rate, I should be ready to put in the money. Ask these Igbo men how much they put into their business. But they are certain and sure that by the end of the year, there's going to be a turnover. You know, the ego is going to come in. You know, like they normally say. So, don't worry, guys. We're almost there. Excuse me. $113. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that video that I said I wanted to share with you, I think I would grab the link and share it with you. Is how to create consistent content on social media. 100 posts in 30 days. 100 posts in what? 30 days.
30
We're giving you,
Eh,
yes, we're giving you so many ideas on how to get ideas to create posts. But I just want to give you different perspectives. So you're grounded, you're solid, and you know what you're talking about. Is Decent still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right. You know, sometimes in class, you can just be lost in your phone. So that's why I'm always checking on you. But it's good to hear that you are still with us. Nice one. All right. Where do I put the link? Let me put it in the chat. The chat of Zoom. Is that okay?
Please put it on the group chat. So our WhatsApp chat, please.
Okay, you people don't have access to your Zoom chat. All
No
right.
worries, you can
That
put it.
video
You
is
can put it on it. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that video is 23 minutes, I think. So let's watch it. Let's be back by the time is 1:15. 20 minutes will be 1:15 to 1:25 is 10. 1:25 to 1:30 is 20. Okay, let's be back by 1:40. Please make good notes. I'll ask you questions.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'll show you how to create
I'll ask everybody.